want that in their country, and if they want that in their province, next to the village and next to the cousin house, it's the same thing. And also about location, as I mentioned, and if you put solar cell, it could be on the roof of your house. We can live with it. And about the dam, as they mentioned, we need 3 mountains, but we don't need to build the mountains. We already have the mountains, and we're not low educated. We already survey before we build the dams, and we believe that we have enough dam already now because the king, he's really smart and he survey already. We don't need to build the mountains, but we need to build everything about the nuclear industry. Yes, before I move on.
Have you ever considered how much do we need to build such a small dam as Khun Dam Rakan Dam in Nakhon Nayok that holds only less than 20% of Phumipol Dam?
Thank you so much. Yes, but there are so many more dams that we could live together. And they kept saying about dependence. I would like to point this out about number 7. The first and the second speaker kept saying that we're going to be independent from other countries. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have here in our hand right now? We don't have information. If you go ask the children outside right now, would they know about thorium? Of course not. And they kept saying that we don't need to know about this. Ladies and gentlemen, people, the majority, everybody in the country, even the children, we're paying tax. And if you would argue that the children is not paying tax, ladies and gentlemen, they're paying tax indirectly. They go buy candies, and the tax would go right to the government. We're not paying our tax for something that we don't know. They kept saying that we don't have to know. It's just only amount of people that need to know. But they're asking for money. They're asking for location, and they're asking for risk. And about the misunderstanding, I already point out, we're not talking about fossils. We're talking about alternative energy, so it's different point, ladies and gentlemen. And about own products, they said that only 17% of solar cell that we can produce. And how many percent can be produced for the nuclear? 11, about the pollution. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, CH4 is in the air. Are we living in the air? And if you keep saying about the pollution, do we have to stop all the factories then? No. And talk about pollution. Nuclear industry also produces pollution, and even worse is deadly pollution. And if the radiation comes, nobody would live. Ladies and gentlemen, even though they kept saying that the safety and radiation would be gone in 27.5 days, who can run faster than radiation, ladies and gentlemen? Can you run faster than them? And how far would it go? They didn't explain to us how much area would cover. And little children wouldn't be able to run fast enough. And as you can see, the diseases and the wrong in genetics would happen. And that's even worse than pollution. And yes, we're not living in the air. And 12, about windmill is not sufficient. Ladies and gentlemen, one windmill could produce the electricity for the whole house, just for your information. And number 13, about education. As my second speaker already mentioned, that we have not got enough information about this, because if the government side really strongly believes that we should put this in our country, then they should have come up with more information about this so we feel safe. And right now, nobody has enough information. And even though they teach formula in physics class, it's still not enough for us to live with it. And people are still fear about it. And they should have come up with more information in order to secure our feeling. And ladies and gentlemen, we can live with it. And as I point out that our neighbors wouldn't like the idea of having this. And so it's not gonna be peaceful for us, and ladies and gentlemen. And also, today, at the end of the day, we're talking about the feasibility. We just need more help. More help from the government in order to put alternative energy in the country. But we can't start with nuclear energy yet because they have not got enough information and it's too risky. And at the end of the day, we can use energy from nuclear instead of oil. Thank you.